There's something you should know. I'm a little to blame.
What do you mean?
I mean that I helped justify Gatewood's pardon. We both know it. The Lone Pine that night, Gatewood's bullet was intended for you. And we both know that I'm the one carrying it. Took my livelihood. Took my pride. Took my wife from me. Left me here in this contraption, fixing other people's busted up saddles. I don't even care to see the sun no more.
I don't understand. How could you?
In 1951, Hammer signed a 4-year contract with American producer Robert Lippert to produce a series of films for distribution in England and the United States. Hammer shot mostly low-budget mysteries and crime films such as 1952's Terror Street with Dan Duryea.
I'm an American, a pilot, and I'm in real trouble.
It was decided that an American actor would headline the pictures.
He thought he was helping a pal, and from that moment on found himself the target for murder.
Directors like Val Guest and Terence Fisher would use these black and white crime films to build the team that would create the legacy of Hammer Films. Interestingly enough, it was television that led Hammer into horror films. In 1953, the BBC had a huge hit with Nigel Neal's serial The Quatermass Experiment.
The NBC newsroom in New York. President Roosevelt said in a statement today that the Japanese have attacked the Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, from the air.
The attack also was made on all naval and military activities on the principal island of Oahu.
The city of Honolulu has also been attacked.
Yesterday, December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy.
It was interesting because you kind of had this aspect where there was the fear of real horror coming with the war, which of course eventually, December 7th, 41, with the Pearl Harbor attack. And at that point, I think horror really became a desirability in the movies because it was such an escape. You could go see a movie like The Mummy's Tomb and know that the mummy, wasn't wearing a swastika under his bandages and wasn't, intent on world domination. Or you could see Frankenstein meets the Wolfman and realize that this was basically a fairy tale. This wasn't nearly as frightening as, your husband or your son or your brother or somebody, being in combat on the other side of the world. So I think the films almost served a patriotic purpose in that sense, in the fact that they were great diversions from the real horror that was going on.